it on? Can we leave it on? Well, I don't, that's not my area. I got time to deal with that. That's not me. I've got all this to deal with, so.
What are we doing? What's the problem?
Well, this is stupid. One isn't working, so the official says by rule you got to turn them both off. That's so dumb. At least you have one. Because then you can't even see anything. If both coaches agree to leave it on, I don't know. That would be much easier for everybody. Both of you agree to leave it on. Leave it on. Agreed. That's so stupid. You can't see it all. No, exactly. At least this way everybody can see. Otherwise you're going to have... That's so dumb. Okay, are you ready, Rod? Yeah. See, we've got all this stuff. We got some new slides and stuff. I don't know if you usually cover stuff or if...
Welcome to Hillsboro, Kansas, home of Tabor College Blue Jays. I'm joined here tonight with the SID, Sports Information Director, David Edgar, and he's got a lot of things on his plate tonight, so he's doing about 3 different jobs at the same time. So we're here tonight at Hillsboro. David, we just played Sterling, it seems like 10 days ago. Is that correct?
Yeah, we just played them. I was at that game. We got off to a good start. We was ahead by 5 or 6 after 1, and Sterling went on a 31-2 run. About 5 minutes left in the second quarter till about 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and it was all over. So we played a really good first quarter, a pretty good fourth quarter really, but in between there we kind of suffered.
So I'm assuming that this game tonight was not regularly scheduled. This is kind of a game, this is what you would call a COVID game, and two teams agree to play and get another game in. And so
yeah, they were off tonight and we needed a game, and so we just agreed to play it and go from there. So
kind of odd when you play a team just almost back to back.
Yep. They just did that with Oklahoma Wesleyan. They just played Oklahoma Wesleyan 2 games in a row.
So here we go tonight. There's some of the slides that are going to be put up here by our people up in the, I call it control tower, and they get upset about that, but I like to call it the control tower. I don't know why. It's kind of like flight control, I guess, or whatever. But here we go, head-to-head today's matchup. We got Casey Bassett, the head coach of the Sterling Warriors. She is, of course, her alma mater is Sterling. Her KCAC record this year, 9-0, 13-0 overall. This is her 7th season coaching at Sterling College. For the Blue Jays, Sean Reed, also an Sterling graduate in his 10th season at Tabor this year, 3-2 in the KCAC, overall 4-3, and a lot of mutual respect for these two have for each other. I'm probably it's probably safe to say that Sean Reed would have recruited Casey Bassett to Sterling College probably back when he was coaching for Coach Lonnie Cruz. Most of you know Coach Lonnie Cruz, who was the longtime coach at Sterling, and both of these two Sean coached with Lonnie. Casey played for Lonnie, and I think she maybe coached with him too. So interesting matchup tonight. Sterling is led tonight by Kyla Comley. You see Kyla is a 5'5" guard from Sterling, Kansas. And we're glad to see, David, that she's a senior.
Yeah, and the COVID rule, she could come back for a year, but from what I've told, she won't. That's not been on any official word from Sterling people, but I've heard that she will graduate and move on. So let's hope so, but obviously a very good player, does an outstanding job, was player of the week this last week. So she does a really nice job. She did a good job against us last time. I think she had 9 assists against us. It's interesting, Rod, she's not their leading scorer this year. That's Theus. But it's taking a little bit of pressure off of Comley, I think, which make her relax and play a little bit.
And, of course, she's been a 4-year starter. I believe she was a preseason All-American pick, if I'm not mistaken. And a hometown girl. She's averaging 13.1 points per game, 4.9 rebounds per game for a 5'5" point guard. That's pretty amazing. Field goal percentage at 52%, free throw percentage at 77.8%. So anybody that's familiar with the KCAC and Sterling College is familiar with Kyla Comley. On the other side of the ledger, Tabor is led by Casey Rice, 6-foot guard, transfer to Tabor College from Shawnee, Oklahoma. Her first year was spent at Haskell Indian Nations College, and now she's at Tabor doing a great job for the Blue Jays, averaging 11.4 points per game, 1.6 rebounds per game, 43.5 field goal percentage, and 76.2% from the free throw line. Once again, these two teams just met about 10 days ago. 5 statistical leaders just to give you for Tabor College. We mentioned Casey Rice at 11.4 points per game. Zoe Shield Knight right behind her in points, but mostly in rebounds, 8.6 rebounds per game. Casey Rice, 1.8 assists per game. Ashton Weeby, who's been out a lot the first part of this year, is now back after a high ankle sprain, shooting 60% from the field. And free throw percentage, Sammy Jo Peterson, 93.8%. You don't get much better than 93.8% at any level. When
I was putting those in, I think she's missed 1 or maybe 2 on the year is it. But yeah, she does a great job there, and it's great to have Ashton back. Obviously, her first game back was at Sterling, and she had 10 points in a quarter. Just boom, scored them right away. Ended up with 14 for the night. Played really well the other night against KW, and we really missed her on the defensive end, so it's good to have her back.
And that could make a difference. I know she played sparingly the first time against Sterling, and so tonight I'm going to expect that she'll see a little bit more action tonight. Here we see the women's standing. Sterling receiving votes at 9-0, 13-0 overall, and go all the way down to 6th place. We've got Tabor College at 3-2, 4-3 overall in the conference. So Tabor's got a lot of work to do, but if you look at some of those standings, University of St. Mary 1-0. Bethany, who we beat at 6-2. McPherson, I don't know that we've played them yet. Yeah, I think we did beat them.
We have not played them yet.
We were going to play them, and that one got postponed. And so a lot of games to be played yet, so a lot of time for Tabor to make up some ground. Teams are lining up now, and we'll take a little time out here with both teams for the national anthem and the prayer.
We ask that everyone do your part to help ensure athletic contests can continue. Please wear a mask inside, maintain social
Now that we've got the formalities taken care of tonight, let's go over the starting lineups for the two teams. For Sterling College Warriors, number 3, we've mentioned her already, Kyla Comley, 5'5" senior from Sterling, Kansas. Number 11, Bailey Bangert, 5'5" junior from Kingman, Kansas. Number 21, Alexis Theus, 5'10" senior from Liberty Hill, Texas. Number 25, Taya Wilson. She is a 5'11" forward from Sterling, Kansas. A little bit of history on Taya. She spent last year out injured and recovered from that injury and is now back in the starting lineup for the Warriors. And number 34 for Sterling, Brenna Eilert, 5'9" senior from Beloit, Kansas. Once again, coached by Casey Bassett in her 7th season. Assistant coaches Tanner George, Maritza Chavez, and Tyler Thiessen. Athletic trainer Pete Manley. And now, for your Blue Jays, starting lineup tonight for the Blue Jays. Number 20, Ashton Weeby, 5'8" junior from Elbing, Kansas, Berean Academy. Number 23, Casey Rice, 6' junior from Shawnee, Oklahoma. Number 31, Julissa Garcia, 6' junior from Ponca City, Oklahoma. Number 32, Zoe Shieldknight, 5'11" junior from Gore, Oklahoma. And number 52, Lainey Scott, a 5'9" sophomore from St. George, Kansas. Coached by Sean Reed in his 10th season at Tabor College. Assistant Erin Brosio in her 13th season at Tabor. Also assisting Kate Brickle, Josiah Ray, and Kate in her 3rd season, Josiah in his 2nd. So we are ready to start here tonight, waiting for the teams to come out of their huddle and get started as the Tabor College women are introduced here in the gym. And you'll look on your screen there just to see some of the officials for tonight's game. John Irving is the head referee, Curtis Harris the umpire, Darius Daniel Sr. an umpire, and on our time clock we've got Colby Bunch Dennis, Caleb Rempel on the shot clock, Justin Schrader on the scoreboard, and Dale Shuey on the scorebook. Takes a lot of people to run all this down here. David Ediger, the SID, gets all this set up. We got Jerry Heinerman and Paige Isaac doing all the statistics on the other end of the scoreboard. Keeping DAC stats supplied with statistics and giving stats out for each coach at the half and at the end of the game. So all people that make things happen here for this broadcast. Not to mention up in the control tower, the guys up there making things happen for you at home as far as the video goes. And if I knew exactly who that was, I'd tell you, but I'm pretty sure it's Chris Glanzer and Mike Jameson are 2 of those involved. There could be others. So we are ready to go. Taya Wilson will jump center for the Sterling College Warriors against Julissa Garcia. Everybody's getting set. Whistle blows.
And we've had one problem already, Rod. We have the shot clock's not working. We have one shot clock that went out. They came in today at about 3 o'clock, and that's not enough time to get them put up.
And right away, on the tip, Kyla Comley goes down and is slow getting up. So tripped by Garcia. It was an accident. But
yeah, both going after that ball and just kind of got their feet tangled. We hope Comley's all right. It looks like she is.
She did have an injury. Was it her, can't remember, freshman year?
Yeah, freshman year. She didn't play. She redshirted.
That's right. Comley comes off the screen. Weeby right there with her. Wilson with the 3-pointer, and it's good.
Yeah, Wilson she doesn't, for a girl that's 5'11", plays kind of that forward spot. She can make that 3, so we need to keep an eye on that.
And they really missed Wilson last year. They had a good team last year, but they didn't have Wilson, and that was and they weren't very deep. So without her, it really hurt them. Weeby with the ball, top of the key, trying to get past Comley. Gets his pick now from Shield Knight. Gets it out to Garcia. Garcia for the three. In and out. Rebound by Rice.
Garcia can make that shot. She hasn't made many this year, but she can definitely make that shot.
Weeby with the drive.
Nice
Goes all the way to the hole. You see how she protected the ball going up? She didn't bring it back behind her head. She kind of kept it right in front of her. Great job by Ashton Weeby. Now Comley dribbles, gets a pick, pops, stops, and hits the little 10-footer.
That's one thing you don't see a lot of kids do anymore is that pull-up jumper. Comley does a nice job with that from 15.
I know I'm going to go back a few years here as Rice drives all the way to the bucket, doesn't get the roll. Shield Knight with the rebound. Gets it off to Rice. Now Weeby for three, in and out. Comley with the rebound. I know I'm going to go old school on you here, David, but Comley is reminds me of John Stockton.
Yeah, that is old school.
That's all I've got. Comley goes in hard. Weeby with the block. Out of bounds on Blue Jays. Sterling will inbounds.
We're already seeing Weeby's defensive, benefit of having her on the floor defensively on that last play.
Wilson with the shot, falls backwards. Now Rice goes all the way in, off to Julissa Garcia for the easy bucket. Tabor gets it back to within one.
Rice being a 6-foot guard, definitely an advantage being that tall, can see over a lot of people.
Banger drives in, knocked out by Garcia. I don't know if you picked up on this in the opening lineups, but Tabor's gone big tonight.
They did the same lineup they had at KW the other day. Coach Reed's kind of mixed that up the other day. But yeah, it really paid off up there at KW. Got off to a really good start, and this group looked pretty good and brought some energy off the bench.
Garcia pounding down low with Wilson, somehow got the ball and lost it to Wilson. Wilson lays it in.
Yeah, you don't see many people out wrestle Julissa for a ball, that's for sure.
Rice drives in, kicks it out. Now back down low to, we're going to get a travel called on Shield Knight.
You got Peterson checking in for the first time tonight, replacing Lainey Scott. Weeby got off to a good start the other day. She made her first 2 threes, and like I said, she had 10 in that first quarter when she's off the bench. Tonight, she missed that first one, but it's good to see her looking to shoot. Last year, she didn't look to shoot that much from the outside.
Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover. Tabor with the ball. Checking in for the Warriors, Emily Hendrickson, a 5'4" junior from Haven, Kansas, by way of Cloud County. You said Sammy Jo Peterson came in.
Hannah Gilmore came in for the Blue Jays as well.
And Hannah Gilmore, 5'9" senior from Cedar Ridge, Colorado.
That's that energy off the bench for us. Hannah's been starting, did not at KW. I don't really think she cares as long as she gets out there and we win.
Nice job by Hannah that time. Didn't have anywhere to go with the shot. Dishes off to Peterson, diving to the basket. Great play by Tabor. I'm glad to see Tabor has not just ball movement, but they have people movement.
Right.
Looked like a little travel there. Conley was almost too wide open. Is that possible?
It could have been.
Sometimes those are the hardest ones to make.
Weeby looking a little winded out there. I'm watching her play. It's only her 3rd game back now. There's a difference between being in shape and game shape.
Inside, now outside. Weeby with a 3, no good. Banger with the rebound. So good inside-outside play by the Blue Jays. Sterling pushing the ball. Sterling not very deep, but they still push the ball. 3-pointer there. Taken by Hendrickson.
Beautiful pass. Rice with the dish moving left, and Garcia read it perfectly. Come over to the right side, and she had a little no-look pass to the right. Garcia in for 2, giving Tabor the lead.
And Garcia, who played soccer this year for the Tabor women's soccer team, is in really good shape. She can really run the floor for a post player.
And she really guards on the perimeter well, steps out well, hedges really well. As you see, a 5-second count there on the Warriors.
You don't see that very often.
Coach Bassett not happy. She's going to call a timeout. We'll take one with them. Let's hear from our sponsors.
Panzer Chiropractic Clinic is a supporter of Tabor College and proud to treat our Tabor students and athletes. Panzer Chiropractic Clinic offers affordable chiropractic care for the entire family. We offer spinal adjustments and cold laser therapy, decompression and flexion distraction therapy, and are board certified in acupuncture as well as DOT certified. Come see us at 122 South Main Street in Hillsboro or call Panzer Chiropractic Clinic for an appointment today at 620-947-3157.
One thing we noticed tonight, the Blue Jays are out running a little bit, Rod. They're usually pretty much a half court, and I was kind of kidding with Coach Reed. I said, yeah, no shot clock. I said, you don't need that thing anyway. Just shoot the ball a lot faster. He was telling me that they need to take all of it, but right now they're up 8-7. You see Olivia Owens, Tristan Lasker, and Lexi Wall all chuck in for the Blue Jays.
Wall with the ball in the corner, gets it out to Gilmore. Gilmore looking down low, a little high for Owens. Olivia Owens, a 5'11 freshman from Hutchinson, Kansas. Buehler High School getting some playing time. Lexi Wall, 5'5 sophomore from Mounds, Oklahoma. Oh, out of bounds there. Good play.
Wall transferred from Northwestern Oklahoma State down to Alva. And I really like Olivia Owens' game. She's going to be a really good player, I think, once she gets the speed and the physicality of the college game figured out. She does a really good job for us.
Tristan Lasker, 5'7 senior from Conway, Arkansas, transfer from LSU Shreveport. Extremely quick.
Yeah, very fast. With the ball, very fast guarding.
Lexi Wall back out to Gilmore. Gilmore to Peterson. Peterson fakes. Ball's knocked out of bounds. 5 seconds on the imaginary shot clock. We've got Caleb Rimple on the shot clock, who has to, with both shot clocks not working tonight, he has to count down the seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds, he'll count those down. And we do have one working, but the officials won't let us play with one, as that's the rule.
Olivia Owens on the basket off the inbounds play. Theus drives, kicks it out to Hendrickson. Hendrickson drives, kicks it out to Bangert. Bangert now drives, kicks it out to the other Bangert.
Yep.
Sydney. Drive in off the bottom of the backboard by Hendrickson. Now Rice checks back in for Tabor.
Looks like the Blue Jays must have touched that as the officials gave that back to Tabor. I couldn't see it, or back to Sterling. I couldn't see underneath. Obviously, he had a lot better look than I did, so we must have knocked that out of bounds on the way up to the backboard.
Screen to screener play. Owens with the jump ball. It's going to be Tabor's ball. Quickly, Taya Wilson comes back in for replacing Stuckey.
Yeah, Sterling will play about 8 deep. Tabor will play 10 deep.
In the long run, I think that benefits the Blue Jays, but we'll see how that goes here as the game progresses. Down inside, Gilmore misses the layup. Owens just about with the rebound, couldn't come down with it. Sterling does, drives, Bangert drives, goes up off the glass. Lasker brings it down. She takes no time bringing it up court, gets it off the wall. Wall to Gilmore. Gilmore looking back to Wall. Wall's going to get called for a carry.
Yep.
Tomley checks back in for the Warriors, along with Shield Knight and Weeby for the Blue Jays.
It's good to see Tabor trying to push the ball a little bit, maybe get some easy buckets. So you've seen when we have done that here in this first quarter, we've got some layups off our break, especially with Rice being able to look over people and dish it down.
Drive in by Theus, unable to get it to fall. Now Lasker way ahead of the group, knocked out of bounds. I think it'll be Tabor's ball.
Yeah, that was actually we caught a break there as the official saw the one touch, did not see it go off of Lasker's leg, as I do. I don't know if we have a replay of that or not, but I do believe that went off of Lasker. But These officials, they do a good job for the most part. You know, they're not going to get everyone right.
That one was a pretty close call there.
It was close. And like I said, he was coming down the floor and just didn't get to see that last little tip.
Owens got herself caught behind the basket, still tried to go up with it, but Wilson was right there. Banger now for three, off the mark. Wiebe with the rebound. You know, that last time we got the rebound and Lasker was so far out in front we couldn't get the pass to her quick enough.
She's really fast, I'll tell you. She really gets up and down the floor.
Scott now with the ball, finds Shield Knight. Shield Knight to Rice. Rice drives. Gets it off to Scott. Scott gets called for the travel.
Yeah, she shuffled her, planted with her left and shuffled her right before she put the ball down.
Julissa Garcia back in the game for Owens.
Yeah, you see right there, she's got a little ahead of herself. Laney did.
It's a little, we call that a little bunny hop.
Yep. She's getting some minutes here now. You know, got to start last game at KW and the win there.
Comley drives, gets fouled by Wiebe. Garcia got caught hedging at the top of that screen. Looks like she bumped her, jammed her finger or wrist. Eilert back in the game for the Warriors.
Calmly a 78% free throw shooter on the year, so she doesn't miss very many.
Sterling has Comley, Eilert, and Theus, all seniors. A lot of rebuilding to do after this year for Sterling College.
I was just going to make that comment earlier. Sterling, it's juniors versus seniors today. Sterling's got a ton of seniors, and Tabor's got a ton of juniors. So
Rice with the long skip pass, drives, kicks it into, thought she was going to kick it to Shield Knight. She shot it just off the rim. Quickly back up, shot goes up. Wiebe comes up with the rebound, looks up court, gets it to Rice. One thing that's really helped Tabor tonight is Rice handling the ball against the press, has just passed over the top of the press time and time again.
Right.
Shield Knight drives, goes up, scores.
Zoe's
one-on-one, you're not going to stop her.
She's super tough inside.
Drive by Theus, foul there by Scott. It's actually probably a pretty good foul, actually, when you think about it. Team fouls are only at 3-0 for Sterling. Tabor still up 12-9.
Yeah, both teams playing a pretty clean game for the most part. That first foul, you know, was 2 seconds into the game on a hustle play. Just kind of got their feet tripped up, so.
Rice comes up with the block there. Kicked way out to Hendrickson. Hendrickson fakes, goes up for a little 10-footer and scores.
Casey, I don't know if she's been out much this game. I think she may have been out once.
She was out for a little bit. Ball's passed in to Rice. She'll pass over the top again to Peterson. Peterson drives. Kicks it back to Garcia. Garcia travels.
Julissa can handle the ball out there and everything, but you don't really want to throw it to her when she's on a run to the basket. He's throwing it to a post player, you know, with somebody in between them and the basket. It's kind of like throwing it to a guard, and when you got 3 6-footers around them saying score on off the block. It's not the best play there.
Yeah, her feet were faster than her brain right there.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Not sure which one. Good defense by Wiebe.
This is really a matchup to watch, Rod, is Wiebe against Comley. Wiebe has done a nice job on her over the years. And I think they've played AAU against each other and maybe even with each other, so they know each other pretty well.
Garcia now top of the key to Shield Knight. Shield Knight being guarded by Eilert. She'll pop it from 15 feet.
A good job by Zoe. She's got range all the way out to 3.
Hendrickson now quickly pops a 3. She didn't waste any time with that. Sterling with a 16-14 lead now with 30 seconds left in this first quarter.
Well, Hendrickson's 21 of 54 on threes for 38.9%. She's definitely their best three-point shooter, I believe.
Hustle play by Wilson. She's going to go lay that in. Misses it. Tabor with the rebound. 20 seconds left. Tabor's going to hold for one shot. Hendricks gets the ball, being guarded by Hendrickson. She goes up. Now she kicks it right down to Garcia. Garcia was under the basket, so she kicked it to Peterson. Peterson just couldn't come up with a little 10-foot shot. Maybe hurried it just a little bit.
Hurried it just a little bit, I think. So 14-16, Tabor down 2. We'll take a break.
Since 1962, the Eitzen Agency has specialized in insurance for churches, colleges, and faith-based ministries. As an independent insurance agency representing Brotherhood Mutual and other fine companies, they can find the right policy for you at the best price. For more information, call the Eitzen Agency at 800-375-2553 or go online to EitzenAgency.com. That's EITZEN agency.com. The Eitzen Agency, proudly supporting Tabor College athletics for 3 generations.
Welcome back to Tabor College as we start the second quarter, the lineups now for the 2 teams out here. Sterling has Theus, Comley, Hendrickson, Eilert, and Bangert on the floor. Let me make sure that it's Bailey Bangert. For the Blue Jays, Peterson, Garcia, Lasker, Gilmore, and Wall. Comley with the ball, looking for a pick. Lasker picks it off, cross-court pass. She's going to wait, pull it out, give it off to Peterson. Set up the offense, Wall top of the key. Garcia off to Lasker. Lasker drives. Hands off to pass to Peterson. Peterson gets called for the charge.
I think the out official had the block. It looked like he was calling the block. Is definitely.
That could have gone either way.
But
looked like there was some leaning there.
Yeah, she was not only sliding, which is fine. You can slide. You have your line, but she kind of leaned in a little bit there. But nonetheless, our opinion really doesn't matter.
Not at all. Banger off the pick. Gets it off to Eilert. Now Eilert over to Comley on the wing. Comley drives on Wall, stops, pops, can't get it to fall, knocked out by Eilert. Sterling gets it, now off to Comley. Comley for the 3. Off the mark, Lasker with the rebound. That's the other thing about Lasker, she jumps so well too.
She's a tremendous athlete.
Now down to Garcia.
Well,
Garcia misses the bunny down low.
Oh,
nice pass there.
If you saw when she went up, she kind of turned her hand a little bit, put a little funny spin on the ball, and it kind of just spun right out.
Eilert with the ball, now gets it. Rebound, there's going to be a foul on Comley coming over the back. That'll be her first, team first. Could be that same hand that Julissa was holding earlier after she got picked. She kind of came up holding one of her hands. I don't know if it was her shooting hand, but
yeah, I'm not sure which one.
Peterson now with the ball, being guarded by Comley. Peterson calling for the clear out. Gets it past half court. Gets a pick from Gilmore. Gilmore rolls to the basket, can't get her. Now Garcia up top, drives, gets it off to Lasker. Lasker gets called for the shuffle. I didn't see it. I was blocked from view, but the official was right there. No score by either team here in the second half. Tabor still down 2, 14-16. Hendrickson way out. Cross-court pass to Bangert. Bangert drives. Tabor switches. Now Hendrickson drives. Another switch. Henderson left alone for a second. Pops a 3 from the corner.
And she's one that can really stroke it, as I said earlier. We're going to have to keep an eye on her. That's one girl you cannot leave.
I think if you're going to switch that pick, you're going to have to stay with it. Now Wall finds Garcia down low. Garcia goes up.
Nice play there by Wall to get that in Jalissa. And Jalissa, good balance, kept her balance, leaning back in a little bit, put it up off the board and in.
Makes the bucket down low. That's foul by Theus. That's her first foul. And I was telling you during that break between first and second quarter, we can dominate down low one-on-one, but when help comes in from Wilson, that's when things get boggled up a little bit down there.
Well, Wilson's very long, very athletic.
She's good at help. Good help too. Garcia picks up her second foul on the hedge.
Jalissa usually does a really good job of getting out there and maybe bumping a little, not much that time, a little too aggressive on the hedge, but she'll go to the bench here and Owens will check back in.
Should have been her second foul. It's listed as her first on the board, but I'm pretty sure she got that one 2 seconds into the game. Wasn't that Garcia?
No, that was Shield Knight.
No, that was Shield Knight. Okay. Yeah. Never mind then. Owens in for Garcia nevertheless. Hendrickson off to Comley. Comley kicks it out. Shot's going to have to go up. Hendrickson with the shot off the mark. Rebound by Gilmore. Gets it off the Wall.
Gilmore, that's her strength. She does all the dirty work. She'll defend. She'll block out.
She's your blue collar.
Pursue the ball. Yeah, does a good job. They're really watching Lasker with their foot. She may have moved it a little bit there. Usually that's not called.
Eilert and Bangert back in for the Warriors. For the Warriors, Wilson, Bangert, Eilert, and Hendrickson. For the Blue Jays, Wiebe, Owens, Rice, Gilmore, and in the game for the first time tonight, number 25, Laney Swink, 5'5" junior from Fort Gibson, Oklahoma.
Yeah, Laney has got her leg taped up. Didn't play the last game. I'm not sure if that was injury related. I know she's had some ice on her leg. I've noticed a couple times after practice when I've walked through the gym, so keep an eye on her as well.
Eilert down low, gets the assist, goes up, no good. Good defense by Owens. Owens now hands off to Wiebe.
Good defensive effort there by Owens. Straight up, making her go around her, not giving her a path to the bucket, and then getting the rebound.
Wiebe goes up, gets her own rebound. We're going to get a foul over the back on Wilson. Wiebe knew she went too hard off the glass. Wilson picks up the over the back foul.
Good drive by Wiebe. She's always been aggressive going to the basket.
Owens opens up behind, right under the basket. That's twice. She's opened up right under the basket for easy bunnies.
Well, we'll see how Sterling functions with Comley on the bench. They're a guard-dominated team. Got really solid guards in the Bangerts and Hendrickson, but their leader's Comley. So she's off the floor right now, and Tabor's cut this down to a 1-point lead.
Good defense by Rice on Hendrickson. And Rice doesn't have to jump on that. She just has to kind of stand there. And as soon as you said that, Comley comes back in the game.
I look down on the bench and Coach Tanner down there for Sterling. He says, get back in there right away. So
Tabor down 1, 5:51 to play in this first half.
Tanner George in his third season with the Warriors. He's also their golf coach. I believe he still is their golf coach.
Shield Knight King comes in for the Blue Jays. Has the ball, hands off to Wiebe. Wiebe being guarded by Sydney Bangert. Gets the pick from Gilmore. Now goes inside to Gilmore. Gilmore goes up. Dipsy doodle.
I tell you,
scores.
I see her in the gym, Rod, almost every day, and she's practicing those things. So that's not an accident that she can convert that.
Tabor had a little bit of a transition break there. Had the numbers. Now Gilmore goes up. Can't get it to go. Comley comes up with it. Things getting a little ragged here. Eilert goes in for the layup. Assist by Comley.
And ragged, I think, favors Sterling. They are really good at loose balls. getting on the floor, up and down the court quickly. Tabor hanging right in here, though, with when the new polls come out, Sterling's going to be ranked. They're receiving votes. They've delayed that poll. If you are wondering why there's been no movement, if you're listening, it's because not many teams played a lot of games, so they haven't been changing the polls, but the new one should come out for too long.
Conley drives in, goes up over Wiebe for two. Sterling 23-20.
Yeah, as we mentioned, all of a sudden here comes Sterling. Conley back on the floor. They're just a different team. She just settles them down both ends of the floor. See how Tabor can respond here down three.
Sterling's going to his own defense now.
You know, the other night against KW, they played zone the entire game. 2-3 zone the entire game. I think maybe about 3 trips was all, if I remember, of token pressure against us. And the zone really didn't bother us. We shot the ball pretty well overall and got it inside. As we see Coach Reed sending in some more subs here, as looks like Rice and Wall back on the floor. I believe Rice was the other one.
Probably with that zone, he wants Rice at the top, at the elbow. Inbounds to Rice, guarded by Eilert, shoots a three-pointer off the front rim, rebounded by Theus. Sterling comes back quickly, gets it off to Conley. Conley being guarded by Wall. Theus with the ball on the wing to Bangert. Bangert drives, kicks it off to Theus. Theus goes up, can't get it to go. Wall comes up with it. For a second, she had it, and it's off her hands, out of bounds.
Yeah, Theus reaches in and knocks that loose. I think that was probably just Wall tried to grab it and couldn't quite reel it in, so ball stays with the Warriors.
Eilert back to Conley. Conley drives, stops, pops again, off the mark. Rebounded just off of Garcia. Shield Knight picks it up, quickly up the swing.
25.
Swing gets it to Rice. Rice goes in, gets it off to Garcia, now to Shield Knight. Shield Knight gets it just over the rim and good.
Well, there we see that height paying off. Rice being able to get the shot off over. Garcia passes over, and Shield Knight shoots it over the top. So the length and the height of the Blue Jays paying off on that possession.
Theus now drives. Garcia right on her. Stops and pops.
Well, that's a tough shot. Good defense by Jalissa. Force her to the left and to pull up and shoot it from about 10 or 12. And you just got to give her credit there.
Sterling in a 2-3 zone. Wall off the swing. Swing drives. Finds Shield Knight at the elbow. Shield Knight for Wall. Three-pointer. It's good.
That's Wall's strength. She can really shoot the ball and she gets her feet set. You know, she's had to play a lot of the point guard earlier with Wiebe out.
25 all. Game's tied with 2:11 left in this first half. Eilert top of the key. They're going to let her shoot if she wants it. Rice with the almost a steal. She had the ball. She almost probably could have had it.
Yeah,
I think it surprised her.
Well, I think she's a little gassed too. I think she kind of knocked it away. As we see the replay there, a nice pass by Zoe. There's that inside out against the zone. Wall with her feet set. That's kind of what she's paid to do, I guess.
Peterson and Wiebe check in for the Blue Jays. Wilson checks back in for the Warriors. 1-4 set for Sterling. Bangered off to Theus. Theus to Wilson. Wilson banging down low. Can't get it to go. Garcia gets a rebound off to Wiebe. Tabor pushing the ball. It's got to be some kind of call there.
That was a foul from behind.
I had a foul, but referee's got a jump ball. It'll be Tabor's ball out of bounds under their own basket.
Well,
probably should put Owens in right now.
Yeah,
she scored twice down here.
Yeah, Ashton definitely got bumped from behind pretty hard before the tie-up.
Inbounds to Garcia, now to Swink. Swink being guarded by Hendrickson. Now Peterson finds Shield Knight down low. Shield Knight goes up and scores.
Tabor up 27-25. You know, Rod, as fast as this game's been up and down the court, you'd think it'd be more than 27-25. You'd think it'd be about 40-38 or something as both teams have gotten up down the court, but that's just not the case.
Wilson drives, gets through 2 Tabor defenders, scores on the layup, 27-all, 1:16 left in this first half. Swing drives, kicks off to Wiebe.
Got to get that.
Wilson with the rebound off the Tabor miss. Comley back up quickly for the Warriors. Comley now surveying the half court. Off to Wilson, to Hendrickson, now to Bangert. Bangert drives, gets off to Wilson. Wilson gets around Garcia, scores an easy bucket. Wiebe will walk it up the court now. Wilson now with 9 points for Sterling. Wiebe off to Peterson. Peterson to Swink. Swink drives. Shoots it right at the elbow. No good. Peterson almost with the rebound. Comley somehow comes up with it. Looked like a long pass to Bangert. Tabor caught sleeping a little bit there. Long shot, and it's no good. So Tabor College not getting back on defense. Could have been down 2 at half. Instead, are down 4 to the Sterling College Warriors. We'll take a break now, and we'll be back here in 15.
I never expected to attend college. Next year, I'll be the first in my family to graduate. Hi, my name is Irene De La Rosa from Wichita, Kansas. and I'm a junior at Tabor College, double majoring in biology and exercise science. Outside of the classroom, I play soccer. I'm the president of Green Club, vice president of Science Club, vice president of Students of Color of Alliance, and Tabor's ambassador for the Center for Sustainable Climate Solutions. I love hanging out with my teammates and the friends I have made on campus. What drew me to Tabor was that I did not have to end my soccer career in high school. I received a soccer and academic scholarship that would make my decision easier. I also had a conversation with a close friend who encouraged me to see this as a sign from God, who was reaching out his hand to me and asking me to trust him. I came to Tabor not having a strong relationship with God, but because of the community and my teammates, coaches, professors, and friends, I am seeing God work in my life. This past year, your gifts not only provided a path to graduation through scholarships, they also provided us the tools to get there. This year, students like me did not have to worry about buying books. Instead, thanks to the generosity of donors like you, our books were already paid for. Your gifts prepare us to be successful in the classroom so we can make a difference in the world. If you have given gifts to Tabor, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be the first person in my family to graduate from college. Your gifts have given me and hundreds of other students the ability to be transformed by the Christ-centered education and prepared to make a difference in our communities and the world.
There's a new Vive in town. Experience it with our crazy fast internet speeds from our fiber-backed network. Phew, finally, a broadband connection that can keep up with you. Need a customized solution to power your business with phone, internet, or managed services? Say hello to Vive. We're here to simplify your life with technology that works. See how at vivebroadband.com. That's VYVE broadband.com. It's time to turn your Vive on.
Welcome back to Hillsborough, Kansas, and Tabor College Gymnasium as the Sterling College Warriors take a 4-point lead late in that first half against the Tabor College Blue Jays. Just to go over a few stats here from the first half. Sterling College 13 for 33 from the field in the first half, right at 40%, or just under 40%. 3 for 8 from behind the arc, 37.5%. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. For the Blue Jays, 13 for 30, 43% in that first half. 1 for 6 from behind the arc, shooting right at 17%, and 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Leading the way for the Warriors, Kyle Wilson, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Kyla Comley, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Emily Hendrickson with 8 points, followed by Brenna Eilert with 4, Bailey Bangert with 2, and Alexis Theus with 2. For the Blue Jays, they're led by Zoe Shield Knight, 8 points and 2 rebounds. Julissa Garcia, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Ashton Wiebe, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Olivia Owens with 4 points. Lexi Wall with 3, and here's an interesting stat that I'll just throw in there. Casey Rice, a starter for Tabor, 3 rebounds but 0 points, so she's been held scoreless here in this first half. Not that she took a lot of shots, 0 for 4 and 0 for 1 from behind the arc, but a little bit surprising, David, that Casey Rice with 0 points in that first half.
You know, if I remember correctly, that happened at Wesleyan as well. She had 0 points in the first half. Boy, she came out the second half and had a couple of buckets right in a row. So look for her maybe to do the same here.
Turnovers are about the same, 7 for the Warriors, 9 for the Blue Jays. Sterling led the first quarter 16-14, or outscored the Blue Jays 16-14 in the first quarter, and 15-13 in the second quarter. So Tabor hanging right in there with a team that 10 days ago pretty much dominated them in the second half. So we'll see what happens here. I did notice that Sterling's top 6 players, all of them played in that first half out of 20 minutes. We got Comley and Bangert playing almost all but 3 minutes of the first half, and several of the other players playing 14, 12, 13, 11 minutes. Blue Jays had 4 players that got 14 or got more than 12 minutes. Other than that, it was pretty spread out in the minutes, so we'll see what happens here in the second half.
Yeah, definitely a lot closer at the halftime as we were 10 days ago. That's a good sign for us. And, you know, Rod, I've seen us play KW, who's one of the better teams, and beat them. I saw us play Bethany, who I feel is probably the second best team, and beat them. Definitely Sterling with all their returners, and I've talked with Coach Reed about this. All their experience should win the conference. They're by far the most experienced group playing together, as we see it travel by Conley to start the half. But, you know, we've won at KW. We beat a very good Bethany team here. We had to slip up against Bethel, but
should have won that one.
Should have won that one, yeah. Yep. And this Tabor team, you know, if Sterling does win the conference, you still want to get second. So that way, if Sterling would win the tournament, you automatically get to go to the tournament. Yep. So definitely a lot to play for. That's Shield Knight's first 3 of the year. I noticed. Oh, she can really shoot the 3, but that's her first make of the year, I believe.
Banger right down the court for a layup. Nobody stopped her, didn't get her picked up at the free throw line, or the free throw line extended. For the Warriors, Banger, Eilert, Theus, Wilson, and Comley in the game. For the Blue Jays, Wiebe, Shield Knight, Rice, Garcia, and Scott. Rice now with the ball, gets it down low to Shield Knight. Shield Knight kicks it out to Scott. Scott drives, goes in hard, off the backboard and in, right off the little white square and in the basket. Nice play by Scott. Scott now trying to guard Theus. Theus goes up, can't get it to go. Eilert picks it up, now Wilson, now foul. So what that really boiled down to is Sterling off that first miss just became more aggressive than we were, and that led to what you see here is Wilson going to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good.
Well, we had to have some help come over as Laney, you know, made that nice drive and then hustling back, and that's a tough matchup for her. You know, a sophomore who hasn't played a whole lot. The varsity basketball to guard one of the best players in the conference, and Theus. And Sterling's leading the scorer. That's a tough matchup. So we had to have some help come over, which freed up that backside rebound for the Warriors.
Scott now gets it off to Wiebe.
Could have been a foul there, definitely out front. Maybe if Wiebe would have fell down, they would have got the call.
Scott drives, kicks off to Wiebe. Now Wiebe drives, kicks to Garcia. Garcia for 3, and it's good. And Garcia ties the game at 35. Comley now brings it up quick, gets it to Banger.
That's only Jalissa's second 3 of the year, but she can really shoot that.
Banger kicks out to Wilson. Wilson for a 3.
It's good back and forth right now.
Right
we
away.
finally tie it up, and then they take a lead on us. We tie it up, they take a lead on us.
Right away, Coach Bassett goes to the zone. Weeby now to Scott. Scott drives. Back out to Weeby. Weeby for three. Good.
Good. That was a tough three with Wilson flying right at her. Weeby didn't flinch, knocks it down.
Tie game again. The last time that happened, Sterling came right down and Garcia was helping out and left Wilson wide open for the three. That didn't happen this time. This time Rice gets a block. Wilson gets her own rebound and goes right back up.
Yeah, unlucky there. Rice did a good job. Zoe needs to be aggressive and go grab the ball right there. Wilson grabbed it and put it back in for the 2-point lead for the Warriors.
Yeah, when you get a block like that, everybody ought to be flying to that ball. Weeby now surveying the court. Finds Scott. Scott fakes, drives on Wilson, has Schildknight down low. Schildknight kicks it back out to Rice. Rice for a three, and it's good. Tabor heating up from outside.
That's
41-40.
Three in a row, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Another block by Tabor. Now Wilson picks up the rebound, kicks it back out. Rice steps in front. She's going one-on-one with Comley. Does a Euro step, but doesn't score. Comley brings it back quick, finds Eilert right under the bucket. Garcia had lost Eilert behind her.
A 4-point swing right there. We could have made that layup. Would have been 43-40, but now we're down 41-42, but right in it still.
Now another kick out to Rice. Rice for three. Good.
Nice job by Weeby. She saw Wilson flying over to make that block, and she kicks it out to Rice.
Comley comes right back quick.
I told you Rice was heated up at KW at half, and same thing here.
I'm going to tell you right there, this last play where Banger pushed it up the court on Weeby. Unless Weeby brought her arm down here, that's not a foul.
No, I don't like that call because Weeby's backing up, trying to get out of the way, and the out official's the one that looks through the traffic and says that Weeby, who's on the other side of the defender, fouled him. And the official underneath didn't call anything, who's right there watching it. As a coach, I've never liked that call, and I don't like it here either, whether it's against us or Sterling. You know, the defender's backing up, and the outside official comes in with the call, and the underneath official says no foul, let's play on.
It's a smart play by Comley, but just because you're the aggressor doesn't mean you should get a foul every time you push the ball get the ball to the basket.
Right.
In the game for the Blue Jays, Gilmore, Wall, Peterson, Owens, Rice stays in. In the game for the Warriors, Stuckey, Hendrickson, and Bangert come in.
There's some full court pressure here by the Warriors.
Tie game now. Hendrickson on Rice.
Sterling got out of that zone pretty quick.
Wall open for the three, passes it up, drives on Bangert. Gets a screen by Owens, now kicks it back to Gilmore. Gilmore looking to drive on. Looked like she drove on Wilson, but Stuckey picks up the foul. So.
Yeah, good job by Gilmore. A little bit maybe out of control there, spun into two people, but she got underneath them. And drew the foul. And a little strong with that one.
First free throw's up and no good. Second free throw, no good. Wilson with the rebound.
Yeah, and Gilmore, a 61% shooter. Usually doesn't miss both, but that time she couldn't get anything to drop for her.
Good defense by Wall. Going to get an illegal pick there by Stuckey.
Back in for the Warriors. Got a tie game here. 5.5 to go here in the third.
Rice brings it up quickly on Hendrickson. I'd still be tempted. I know Rice isn't a post-up player, even though she's 6 feet tall, but well, they did post her up right there, but then they went away from her. Wall on the wing, looks down low to Owens. Owens turns, Tried to find Peterson, overshot her. It'll be a turnover, go back to the Warriors as Theus checks into the game for the Warriors for Stuckey.
Yeah, good look there by Owens, just a little too tall for good Peterson. We see Comley back in for Bangert as well. Boy, after both teams went on fire there for a while, both teams kind of hadn't found the bucket here for a little bit, except for Comley's 2 free throws. Let's see if we can get another stop here.
Comley with the ball, gets the screen, gets it down low to Theus on the pick and roll. Theus goes up and scores, puts Sterling up by 2.
There you see that familiarity with between the two. Again, we talked about Sterling playing together a lot. There you saw it pay off on that possession.
Ball gets a screen from Gilmore. Gilmore rolls. Now Wall loses the ball. Gilmore picks it up, goes to the basket, finds Peterson down low. Peterson can't score. Gilmore's out.
Gilmore's hurt.
Out of bounds. She's grabbing her ankle. That's not a good sign.
A lot of traffic there, Rod. I couldn't quite see, but let's go ahead and...
She jumped when she made the pass, but we'll take a timeout here.
Take a timeout, listen to some words from our sponsors.
Getting ready to play here as Hannah Gilmore is being assisted off court, and we did see the replay, and she did definitely roll her ankle. We thought maybe she came down on someone's foot, but it looked like she just got it caught kind of funny when she stepped out of bounds, and it just rolled.
You know, you think you'd see more of that in basketball, as much traffic there is around the basket and going up and down, but we sure hope Hannah's okay.
Garcia checks in, gets it over to Peterson. Now off to Weeby. Weeby's looking for Owens. Owens top of the elbow. Garcia off the glass, good.
Nice move there. Owens, good job finding Garcia, and Garcia using her height, a little turnaround jumper off the backboard.
46 all with 3:57 left in this third quarter. Comley off to Hendrickson.
33.
Eiler with the ball off to Hendrickson, sets the screen, rolls, finds Theus. Now Comley sets a pick for Comley. Comley gets past Weeby, gets inside. Theus picks up the loose ball and scores.
That's 2 times now they've done that little, that one wasn't quite as clean, but still Comley getting in the lane and dishing down to Theus, and they keep our eye on that.
Weeby now drives on Comley, or on Bangert. Garcia left alone, too wide open. Good hustle by Owens to tip it back in, but Comley's there to pick it up. Comley behind the back, drives in on Weeby, kicks it out to Bangert. Bangert for 3, and it's called. She's called for a travel as Wilson checks back in, and Shield Knight for the Blue Jays. Wilson for the Warriors, and now Bailey Bangert checking in for her sister, Sydney Bangert.
you ever watch social media and everything, you always see a post after a Sterling game, and that's the Bangert's dad posting that, Steve. I used to play a little softball with Steve. Hopefully he's listening, paying attention at home. But
we better be listening since he's not here.
He's a good guy. Yeah, he's not here. He's kind of being a bum, not showing up, but no, just COVID. That's the deal. At least sure he's watching at home, and
at least they're allowing some fans, not all fans, but at least some.
And that brings up a good point. If you are wanting to go to a game, most are not allowing visiting fans. But if you go to KCACsports.com, there's a COVID-19 button, and if you click on that, it's kind of towards the top. It's just a little heading. It'll give you every school in the conference what their guidelines are. So if you're wanting to try to get on the road, check that out first.
Rice wide open for a three. Her first miss this half. Gets shielding up with the rebound, gets it back to Rice. She drives, goes in for the layup.
That's Rice. Rice is really good at that.
Quickly, Sterling brings it back. Banger right under the basket, goes up and then scoops it up and under, move. So Sterling pushing the ball up the court quickly. Takes the 2-point lead. Tabor tied it for a few seconds. Rice to Shield Knight. Shield Knight to Garcia. Garcia goes up, scores easily underneath.
And there's our height again coming into play, trying to get that ball inside. Good look by Zoe, dumping it down to Julissa for the bucket. You know, Rob, we got 2 6-footers and a 5'11" girl out there all at the same time, and
this time Luby gets caught on the switch. She gets called for the foul down low on Eilert. Eilert to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think Ashton that time definitely got a little body with her.
Lasker, Scott, and Wall checking in for the Blue Jays. Coach Reed and Barossio trying to keep their players fresh.
Yeah, 50 all here, minute 58 left here in the third.
3 team fouls for the Blue Jays, 2 team fouls for the guest Warriors. Eilert's first free throw is good. Second one off the mark, rebounded by Shield Knight. Gets it off the Wall. Wall being guarded by Bangert. Man-to-man defense by Sterling. Off to Garcia, stolen by Theus. Theus going to bring it all the way back up by herself. Goes right up off the glass and good.
Coach Bassett not happy. She's yelling up. She wanted her team put some pressure on the Blue Jays.
53-50 Sterling. Scott with the ball. Fakes, drives. Gets it to Lasker. Lasker now drives. She is going to go all the way in for a layup.
Nice move by Tristan. That quickness. She's left-handed, but it's a great move with the right hand.
She goes better to the right, I think, than she does the left. Even though she's left-handed, she shot that layup with her right. Good defense.
That's a matchup we're going to have to get figured out.
Yep.
Laney's trying, but again, you're putting her in a position to guard Theus. You're going to have some help.
Laney Scott now back to Garcia. Garcia finds Lasker. Lasker off. Finds Wall in the corner.
Too strong.
Pass from Scott. Good ball movement, just too strong on the shot.
Yep.
Calmly coming back on Lasker. Goes up, can't score. Lasker with the rebound, gets it off to Garcia. We got our 2 post players leading the break.
We've got our 6-footer bringing it down. But good job there by Tristan on that defensive stand there on Comley. Comley kind of tried to draw a little contact, which she's very good at. And Lasker just kind of backed up, and I think it kind of surprised Comley that there wasn't any.
Lasker with a long 3. In and out, rebound by Shield Knight. Shield Knight goes up, misses the layup. Almost took one too many steps there, maybe. She could have just gone straight up. And Conley trying to get a shot off, passes the ball to Wilson, no good. Sterling not really doing a great job there with the last second shot. Still leads 55-52. We'll take a break here. Be back in 1 minute.
Pills Hillsboro Ford is your local, family-owned and operated full-service Ford dealer, serving Marion County and the surrounding areas. Come and see us at Hillsboro Ford for all of your automotive needs. Whether it's purchasing a new or used vehicle or visiting our well-trusted service department, our staff is committed to give you a top-notch experience. We service every make and model and can handle all service jobs, including tires. We're at 202 South Main Street in downtown Hillsboro and online at hillsborofordks.net. Hillsboro Ford, where service makes the difference.
We're back here in Hillsboro at the Tabor Gymnasium as Olivia Owens sets to throw the ball in for the Blue Jays here to start the fourth quarter. Owens, Wall, Scott, Shield Knight, and Lasker in for the Blue Jays. Bailey, Bangert, Stuckey, Sydney Bangert, Wilson, and Hendrickson in for the Warriors. Tabor College able to outscore the Warriors that quarter 25-24. In the third quarter, Shield Knight goes up, can't get it to go. Just couldn't get it over the rim. Warriors come right back. Bangert somehow gets between two Blue Jays, now kicks it out to Hendrickson. Hendrickson just inside the three, scores. Sterling extends their lead to 5. Wall with the ball, drives. Kicks it back out to Shield Knight. Shield Knight for 3, and it's good. So Shield Knight getting the Tabor Blue Jays back to a 2-point game, but the Warriors come right back. Banger gets right by Scott.
Yeah, Zoe with her second 3 in a row and second of the year. I knew it was only a matter of time before she got on track. She can really shoot the ball from the outside.
Wilson hits the floor. Stuckey goes in, kicks it out to Bangert. Sydney Bangert drives, gets it off to Wilson. Wilson being guarded by Owens. He drives and is fouled. Good spin dribble there by Wilson. Gets fouled by Owens. Picks up her first foul, I believe. Wilson at the line to shoot 2. First one's good. Second one also good. Sterling up by 4. 8:47 left in this fourth quarter. Great game here tonight between these two teams. Very competitive. Pass off to Wall. No. Bangert right there picks it off. Now Wall fouls Bangert. Tabor's got 3 team fouls already in this fourth quarter to 0 for Sterling.
That's not good news. That is 20 in.
That's not a good thing. As Comley checks back in for Bangert. Bailey Bangert gets a break.
Yeah, a little bit, keep an eye on the Blue Jays here. It's a little bit dangerous time right here. Down 4. Sterling got the ball. Definitely need a stop here. 6 points isn't a lot, but boy, against Sterling in the fourth quarter, it could be a lot.
Henderson with the ball, gets it to Stuckey. Stuckey off to Wilson. Wilson for 3, and it's good. Wilson now with 21 points, and Coach Reed's going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. We'll be back in a minute. after that full timeout by Tabor College. We've got Peterson, Wiebe, Garcia, Shield Knight, and Rice in the game for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I think Coach Reed is trying to get that timeout, not only to stop that run by Sterling, but we need to get some players back on the floor. And couldn't get a stop in the action.
Tabor with the largest lead of the contest so far, trying to get it into Shield Knight, knocked away or tipped away. Rice picks it up, gets it off to Shield Knight again. Shield Knight drives, kicks it out to Peterson. Peterson getting it, trying to get it to Shield Knight. Shield Knight shoots it. She's fouled.
Yeah, she got hit right on the back of the head.
Shot clock was almost down to 1 when she shot it and then was fouled.
Yeah, Stuckey hit her from behind right on the head, and you can see right there.
Eilert checks back in for Stuckey.
I could hear Caleb Rimple, our shot clock operator, counting down. As again, as our shot clock, one of them is out. And so the rule is if you don't have one, you have none. So we'll get those fixed. We'll have Gordon Rice again here tomorrow. He'll be putting the new ones up.
Well, he needed something to do tomorrow anyway, didn't he?
That's the wrong shooter you guys got up. It's not Zoe, it's Ashton, it's Zoe.
Shield Knight's free throw good. 56-62. That was a 7-point lead. Was the largest lead of the night for either team. Sterling had been in the lead for the majority of the night, maybe all of the entire night. Comley now with the ball. A little give and go with Eilert. Back to Comley. Comley drives, gets it to Hendrickson. She's going to go out of bounds with it. Almost looked like she took it out of bounds with her, but Wiebe was the one there to knock it away.
We got 8 on the shot clock.
Wilson goes up off the inbounds, can't get it to fall. Now fouled by Shield Knight on Comley.
No, they're calling a foul on 12.
Oh, well, I thought it was Shield Knight. There's no, I guess maybe it was 12. Peterson picks up her second foul. That's 4 team fouls on the Blue Jays. A rare free throw missed by Comley.
Yeah, I thought it was on Shield Knight also. It must have had Peterson from behind maybe.
Second free throw is good. Theus checks back in the game for the Warriors. Full court press put on here by the Warriors. That was one of Lonnie Cruz's things. Always press after a free throw make. Kind of a tradition, I guess. Garcia now at the free throw line off to Peterson. Garcia fakes, gets him down to Shield Knight. Shield Knight's going to get fouled by Eilert. Sterling coaches thought maybe there was a double dribble, but the ball was being knocked away from her, so I don't think they could call a double dribble on that.
You know, after 3 quarters, really pretty clean basketball. We're kind of getting some fouls on the board, Rod, this quarter. 4 and 2 already, just 3 minutes in.
Bailey Bangert checks in for Hendrickson. Shield Knight misses the first one. 62.5% free throw shooter.
Yeah, Tabor really needs to knock these down. No time coming off the clock trying to make a comeback here.
Second one's good by Shield Knight. 5 points down by the Blue Jays. Still 7 minutes to play. Lots of time left when you got a 30-second clock. Comley with the ball in the wing. Banger drives, gets it off to Eilert. Eilert scores off the glass.
One thing Sterling doesn't do is they don't miss many inside of 5 feet, that's for sure.
Yeah, keep him from the game. Yeah, keep Banger from driving.
That puts the lead back up to 8 now.
Wiebe drives. She goes in and scores.
So Tabor's not having a lot of trouble scoring on that end. They're going to have to get some stops on this end.
This is probably could end up being the most points Tabor women's defense has given up in a while. Comley drives. Rice goes up. She passes off. Now off to Eilert. Now back to Comley. Shot clock running down. Good hedge by Shield Knight. Comley drives in and hits the 10-footer. 8-point lead by the Warriors. Rice drives, kicks it off to Weeby. Weeby drives in, looks to kick it out, does to Peterson. Peterson finds Rice on the opposite wing. Now Shield Knight at the elbow. Now off to Weeby. Weeby to Peterson in the corner. Peterson's shot is good.
Good 3-point by Peterson. Good ball movement by Tabor.
5-point lead. Now Bangert fakes the three. Off to Eilert. Now down to Conley. Conley drives. Goes up off the glass. No good. Eilert with the rebound. Knocked away by Garcia. Now Conley top of the key. Get a new shot clock. This time the give and go doesn't work because Rice steps in front. Hendrickson and Wilson check in the game for the Warriors. Owens checks in for the Blue Jays, replacing Garcia.
Yeah, that time Tabor read that one a little bit better. After a couple of times in the third quarter, that little bounce for the layup. Rice, nice job, heads up. Knocked it out of bounds. Play some defense here in the half court off the inbounds of the Warrior bucket.
Inbounds to Wilson off the Bangert. Bailey Bangert back to Hendrickson, being guarded by Rice. Hendrickson drives, goes up, gets the ball to fall over the rim somehow. 69-62 Sterling, 4:38 left in this fourth quarter. Like you said, Tabor just can't get any stops right now.
Yeah, they've went through a couple trips where they were dry on the offensive end, and Sterling wasn't on theirs. That's really been the difference.
Peterson drives, kicks to Weeby. Weeby drives. It's going to go up on Bangert. It's going to get the foul. Weeby will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Sterling's done that on their offensive end, really driven the bucket hard and forced the foul. And so Tabor doing that now on their end with Ashton.
I thought that ball might accidentally drop there for Weeby, but it didn't. Free throw's good. Tabor scratching and clawing to stay in this game. Down by 6. Could make it 5 here and does. I'm wondering if Tabor might, well, I know Tabor can't press them because they're too quick.
Yeah, sometimes.
It'd be nice to see it though.
Yeah, sometimes Coach Reed puts in that little pressure token to make him burn some time. Doesn't really give him a break opportunity, but in the half court there, Sterling
runs a set play there, and Bangert comes off that pick, and then she finds Theus wide open down right on the bucket with nobody on her. Weeby now picks up, finds Owens. Owens looking for a curl cut by Peterson. Peterson drives, goes up against Hendrickson. She'll get a foul there. Hendrickson got a good part of her arm.
You know, Tabor's done a pretty good job tonight, really, of hitting some outside shots, attacking the basket.
Again, actually one of the better games I've seen.
Yeah, they're playing a really good
offensively.
We just make our free throws. We missed several of those here in the fourth quarter.
Sammy Jo Peterson, a 93.8% free throw shooter, misses that one. Some of that comes from being tired.
Yeah, she was 15 of 16 coming in. Doesn't miss very many.
Second one's good. 30-second timeout called by Coach Reed.
Full timeout.
Full timeout called by Coach Reed as Garcia checks in the game. We'll take it with him. We'll be back here in 1 minute.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsborough and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
Back here in Hillsborough, Kansas, in the Tabor College Gymnasium, as Tabor College women are trying to scratch and claw their way back into this game with 3:40 left in the fourth quarter. 6 points down, and it's only 6 points. Now Tabor puts on a little zone press to slow Sterling down a little bit.
It's good having Rice up on top of that. Very long, athletic, hard to see over her to get her, maybe get some hands on some tip balls.
It'll make Sterling run a half-court game. Wilson top of the key. Fakes the handoff, goes in. Charge called on Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson doesn't argue. She just kind of shakes her head. And
Garcia making a great play there.
Great play.
Gets the foul call on Wilson. Gets the block call.
You can definitely see on the replay she's outside the circle.
Calmly quickly checks in for Hendrickson.
You know, Sterling's averaging 84 points a game and giving up 63, and Tabor averages 57 and gives up 58.
Good hedge by Theus. Weeby now finds Shield Knight. Rice on the wing. Rice drives, kicks it to Peterson. Peterson fakes, drives, gets it to Shield Knight down low. Shield Knight stops, goes up, just misses.
We'll finally get the stop on the other end, and we can't convert on our end.
That's Shield Knight's shot right there, too. Conley drives, kicks, out to Banger. Banger for a three, and it's good. Tabor does a good job of sagging on defense, and as soon as they do, Conley kicks out to Banger for a three. 74-65. Shield Knight top of the key, guarded by Theus.
You know, Theus really overplaying that right side right there. If that side was a little more clear, I think Shield Knight can take care of the basket going the left.
Garcia steps back, pops, misses. Banger with the rebound. Sterling pushing the ball.
Tabor really needs a stop here.
Banger it off to Theus. Theus over to Eilert. They're looking down low to Wilson. Now Banger to Wilson, top of the key. Wilson drives, fakes the handoff again. Double team, finds Theus below the bucket again, wide open. Misses the first one, misses the second one. Rice with the rebound. So Tabor got the break they needed right there, but with under 2 minutes to play, they've got to walk. They've got their work cut out for them here.
I just tell you, they don't miss any inside of 5 feet. Their best player inside misses 2 of them in a row. We need to take advantage right here.
Garcia, 10 feet away, looking, gets a hand, fakes the handoff, drives, goes in hard on Theus, gets the shot to fall.
Really good move by Garcia. The little fake the handoff, got the defense to slide just enough and exploded by. She's, you know, for a big girl at 6 foot tall, she really handles the ball well, and really quick step by there showed her quickness.
She was slowed down with the injury
last year.
That coming off that injury, and has now just kind of regained some of that quickness she had.
Yep, I think soccer really helped her, got her into shape and got her going. You see the replays there. I'd like to give a shout out to our guys up in the booth, Mike Jameson, Mike McNeil, and Luke Rencher, golf coach, volleyball coach, and tennis coach up there helping out the basketball team tonight. We appreciate that. And we got Paul Glanzer and Mallory Eddiger on the cameras, bringing us all the shots on the wide angle and the hero. And then we, of course, got our 2 cameras in the ceiling and a backboard camera, which I haven't seen much of that one tonight. I'm not sure if that one's on tonight or not. But appreciate the effort all the guys are putting in to bring you the broadcast.
Little token pressure again by the Blue Jays. Foul called on Peterson. He's going to send Bailey Banger to the line.
You know, I was putting stats in earlier, and Bailey starts, but actually Sydney's got the better stats across the board if you look at the stats. So
first free throw is good as Hendrickson and Sydney Banger come to the table to check in. Bailey Banger, a 78% free throw shooter, misses the second one, but long rebound to Wilson. Wilson gets the ball and gives it off to Comley.
That's the lapses we can't have trying to come back.
Shot clock winding down. Comley off to Wilson. Wilson for the three. She's fouled. Shield Knight fouls her. She'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Watch this replay. Wilson likes to kick her legs. You replay that again, and you'll see it right here. Her right leg comes out and actually kicks Shieldnet on the way by. And that's what Coach Reed is saying. She's kicking her legs. Here it is. Watch this right here as she goes.
Almost have to go slow motion to see it.
Go ahead and roll it, guys. She jumped.
Oh, we just missed it.
Well, as you can tell, she jumps up in the leg, and she always kind of spreads her legs a little bit when she jumps. But that time, definitely kicked it out to the right, and that's what actually drew the contact. We see it right here.
Here it is again.
Roll it.
And
see her legs. Look at that. Her legs go out, and she's the one that actually trips Shield Knight. That should not have been a foul if you watch that replay.
That's a tough call for an official.
It is a tough call for an official. And that's not anything abnormal. That's her shot.
Yeah.
That's how she shoots. But that should not be a foul on the defender when she's sliding by.
Weeby now with the ball for Tabor. 1 minute, under a minute left in this contest. Rice drives, fakes, goes up. Can't get it to go. Now we're going to have a foul on Shield Knight or Rice. Zoe Shield Knight picks up her second foul. 5 team fouls for both teams.
You know, Rod, as I was mentioning earlier, I think these are the 2 best teams in the conference. I really believe that. I think that if we can get the games played and get to the tournament, I'm not for sure if they'll be the 1 and 2 seeds. I'm sure Sterling will be the 1. It depends on if Tabor can clean up a few things and beat the teams they should beat. They got a tough schedule left, but definitely I think they could play in the tournament again.
Both free throws good by Eilert, and I haven't seen all the teams play, so I can't judge who the best teams are. I haven't seen all the teams in the KCAC this year. I know last year Avila really came on at the end of the season, but I haven't really seen much about them this year.
Yeah, they kind of dropped off. They'd won 1 or so early, and then they're kind of towards the bottom right now. They did lose quite a bit from last year.
I don't see too many teams that are going to beat Sterling. The only team that could even give them a shot maybe would be a team like Bethel with their size down low, but really I don't see too many teams that have the caliber of athleticism and
Bethel's
basketball
guards,
ability.
Bethel's guards aren't near as good as Sterling. Schmidt's obviously an impact player inside, but I think that these are the better teams in the conference and had a great ball game tonight. So we'll take a break and we'll come back with a wrap-up show and some stats here in just a minute.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181. Think about how good it feels when people
To wrap up a few stats here now, at the end of this game, Sterling College beating Tabor College tonight, 80-67. Leading the way for the Sterling Warriors, number 25, Taya Wilson, 24 points. But if you look at the other players on the team, a lot of balanced scoring. Right after her is Kyla Comley with 13, Emily Hendrickson with 12, Alexis Theus with 12, and Brenna Eilert with 11, Bailey Banger with 8. So you got basically 6 players that scored 80 points. A fairly balanced attack, other than Wilson kind of dominating down low and from the outside. Not only the 24 points, but 6 offensive boards, 6 defensive boards, 12 total boards. Kyla Comley also coming down with 8 boards tonight from her point guard position. So pretty much what you would expect from Sterling College in the second half. They were 16 for 27 from the field, 3 for 3 from behind the arc, 14 for 17 from the line. So for the game, 48% field goal percentage, 54.5% from behind the arc, 84% from the line. So doing everything that Sterling does, and no surprise, outscoring the Blue Jays here in that fourth quarter, 25-15. Blue Jays just couldn't get a stop when they needed it, and Sterling just kept pouring it on. For the Blue Jays, 14 for 25 in that second half, 56% shooting. Nobody's going to be too upset about that. 49% for the game. Usually if you shoot 49% from the field, you have a pretty good chance of winning a game. But 7 in the second half, 7 for 10 from behind the arc, and 5 for 10 from the free throw line. They could have shot better from the free throw line. Just that fourth quarter, couldn't quite keep up the 25 points they put up in the third. Couldn't quite keep up the pace there. And Sterling somehow, well, a lot of fouls here at the end, but Sterling just kept pouring it on. And like you said, we need to stop, we need to stop, we need to stop, and just couldn't get it. Yeah, like that was, that little stretch where we come up empty a couple of trips and they didn't, and then it happened again, late. But overall, I think a lot of positives take away from the game for Tabor. You're playing one of the better teams in the country, and they've proven that. They've beaten a good Northwestern team up in Iowa on their court, and they beat Dort, who is ranked, I think, 7th in the country at that time, with a 6'2" or 3 transfer from University of Nebraska who was playing there. So Sterling is proven they're a good squad, but a lot of positives for Tabor, I think, to take away. We found out that we can run the floor a little bit and get some break opportunities. The three-point shooting's coming alive. We had some good inside-outside, combinations, and our turnovers were very minimal tonight. 13 against a team like Sterling, who's very fast and gets up and down the court. That's not bad at all. So really didn't have any trouble with their pressure. I don't know that we had any turnovers from the full court pressure from Sterling that I can remember. I agree. I think it was just more of Casey did a nice job being able to see over that press and throw over it, and she had some opportunities in the half court after that where she could get in and see over people and dump it down. So again, I think a lot of positives for Coach Reed to take away. Again, I think I haven't seen every team either, but I've seen most of the good teams who are at the top of the conference right now, and I think we're just as good as about anybody. Sterling obviously got to give them the edge right now because they're winning and they've got the experience. Leading the way for the Blue Jays, Zoe Shield Knight with 16 on 6 for 10 shooting. Right behind her, Julissa Garcia with 15, 7-11 shooting. Shield Knight also pulling down 5 rebounds. Also for the Blue Jays, Ashton Weeby with 9, Casey Rice with 8, Sammy Jo Peterson with 6. So pretty balanced attack there for the Blue Jays too. Just need to get a few more players involved in double figures, and Tabor was right there in the game the whole time until about the 4-minute mark, when Sterling just kind of pulled away. First got up to about a 5-point lead, extended it to 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, and then once all of a sudden the game's over. So like you said, very positive things for Tabor College. Put up 67 points tonight against a good defensive Sterling team. Tabor looked good, real good at times on offense, looked good on defense, but just couldn't Couldn't keep Sterling away from the basket enough times. And Sterling doesn't really, they don't care if you score against them. They're just going to outscore you.
Yeah, they're just going to run it right back down and try to get the ball up as quick as they can.
Yep.
You know, we kind of joked about the shot clock before the game, but they don't use the shot clock. You can turn that thing off when they have the ball. They don't really care. But
it really didn't come into effect a whole lot tonight.
No, and I don't. It didn't come into effect a lot either way. I mean, there's a couple times, you know, it was counted down inside of 10, but for the most part, both teams got up and down the court and did a good job tonight.
So when's the next game for Tabor College? Let's see, they go on the road, is that right?
Yeah, we go, I got it right here, we go to Oklahoma Wesleyan this Saturday at 4 o'clock. It'll be a women's varsity game only, and then the last home game before the break for Tabor is next Monday when we play the York College Panthers here in town with a tip time of 5 o'clock. So, again, if you are planning on coming to a game here at Tabor, we allow our Tabor fans only in, like most schools are doing right now, no outside visitors, but our Tabor fans are welcome. You do need a ticket to enter, so if you go to www.tabor.edu/tickets, so go to our main website, not the athletic site, and you can find the game and purchase those for $5 on there.
You don't happen to know at Oklahoma Wesleyan if they're allowing visitors?
I don't know. I actually looked at that
Okay.
KCAC site. It kind of said they're allowing 50% capacity. So I'm assuming they will, but you might want to double check if you plan on going. If you're listening, just call down there to talk to them and find out.
All right, that'll do it tonight for the Tabor College women. Once again, Sterling 80, Tabor College 67. That'll do it for David Edgar and Rod Ham tonight here at the Tabor College Gymnasium. Good night.
Good night.